So today, lads, we're going to be reacting to an article from ESPN, and this is the awful article that I read a snippet of yesterday. And this is, I stand by this. I am convinced ESPN's WNBA coverage is ran by AI. I have good reason to believe it is ran by AI, if we're being honest. And obviously, the reason is because we saw them mix up Aisha Sivka and Justasia Site in their WNBA mock draft. They have literally not mentioned Awa Pham in their 2026 mock draft, who might go number 1. She's not in the draft. She's not even on the draft board, and she might go number 1. And they also have said stuff like Sanaya Rivers is a great offensive player and bad defender, when she's actually the opposite. She's a fantastic defender and might be one of the worst offensive players in the WNBA. But I want to see what their predictions are in this. I just want to see what their... Obviously, this is... Oh, they changed it! They had to change it. They said Rachel Banham was projected to be a starter. They literally said that. They had to actually go and change the article. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Like, this is the same article that it said Hailey Van Lith and Rachel Banham were going to start. Oh, they had to finally change it to Courtney Vandersloot. Of course, two-time All-Star Ariel Atkins in her prime is going to start over Rachel Banham. I feel bad for Hailey Van Lith and Rachel Banham. Like, I like them both as players. I genuinely like them both as players, but like starting over Rachel or Ariel Atkins, whatever about Sloop, but Ariel Atkins. Okay, so for the Connecticut Sun, Lindsay Allen, Marina Mabry, Diamond Shields, Tina Charles, and Olivia Nelson-Doda. There is no way, and I repeat, there's no way that none of the rookies are starting. There's no way none of the rookies are starting. And also, why would you make such a bad trade for Dijonay if you're going to bring JC Sheldon off the bench? Why is Layla Khan coming off the bench? Like, their team it's probably starting lineup is going to be Layla Khan. Well, by the end of the year, it'll be Layla Khan or Sanaya Rivers the 1. Lindsay Allen will start at the 1. Mabry will play the 2. At the 3 is probably going to be JC Sheldon. I don't know why you would start Diamond Shields. She's not even better than JC. She's not better than JC Sheldon. 2, not young. No potential there. But Anissa Morrow is clearly going to be getting starting minutes. They're tanking. You project the starting lineup. For everyone who's talking about how the Dallas Wings are going to be this unbelievable team, like, I'm sorry, you cannot start Nalissa Smith, Tiara McCown, and Dijonay Carrington and expect your team to be good. I'm just putting it out there. Like, that, you've got 3 non-shooters, a ISO god, and Paige Bueckers. Like, Ty Harris, one of your best players off the bench, and you have given a max contract to a bench player as well. How will Bueckers and Grimoire fit? I think they'll fit fine. It's the rest of the team. Team's been a revolving spot for wings since they traded Mabry. Dallas seen a pair of first-round picks. Burton and Sheldon come and go, while starting journeywoman Crystal Dangerfield, international veteran Uzun, the number 1 pick, should solve that. Why are they not mentioning the fact that when they had Odyssey Sims, she averaged like 18 a game? we cannot forget that Odyssey Sims nearly won a player of the week for them last year. We saw the learning curve for Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell. Why have they not mentioned Maisha Hines-Allen here? Maisha Hines-Allen is going to be one of the most important pieces. Like, she literally is getting a max contract, not even mentioned. The Valkyries are expected to start Julie Van Loo, Tiffany Hayes, Kayla Thornton, Monique Billings, Temi. That's actually not that bad a 5. I actually mean that. That's not that bad a 5. They've got no bench, and 2 of those players are leaving mid-season. I think Kate Martin's going to start. If they're tanking, I think Kate Martin will start. I actually don't think they're going to play big Billings and Temi. I think they're going to actually move Thornton up to the 4, and they're going to start Kate Martin. I do think they drafted Thornton for trade bait. I think they were convinced they could have traded Kayla Thornton for something, either to get up in the draft or just anything. But their draft pick also, like, I think by the end of the year, Cheyenne Sellers will be starting. But I will say, Josite, I don't know if she comes over this year. She's 100% going to Eurobasket. I know if she comes over this year. Indiana Fever's projected starting lineup. I mean, Dewana Bonner at the point guard, Leah Boston shooting guard, Caitlin Clark small forward, Natasha Howard power forward, Kelsey Mitchell at center. Jesus, Kelsey Mitchell. Like, by the way, every other one of these teams is point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. So we gotta be honest here. Actually, no, sorry. Jordan Cannon, Alicia Gray, small forward, Brittany Griner, power forward, Ryan Howard. So they didn't get the Atlanta Dream one right, but every other team has them in somewhat decent order, and you've got Aaliyah Boston shooting guard right now. But in the championship contenders, have gotten close with new brain trust, including Stephanie White back in Indiana and off-season pickups. The Fever are set to build on last year's return to the playoffs. Bonner and Howard are former WNBA champions, and I was about to say the Sophie Cunningham's not. She lost in the finals, but also Sid Colson's a champion. Bree Turner's played in the finals and played good minutes in the finals, so it's not like they've got nothing. The championship isn't exceeding the high expectation, but sticking around for a while in the playoffs not. But like when there's only 8 teams in the playoffs, it's not that different. If you're going to stick around for a while, you can very easily make a finals. And once you get to the finals, it's anyone's game. It is anyone's game. The only thing is best of 7 and best of 5. Like, is what it is. Is what it is. But, yeah. The Aces, Chelsea Gray, Jewel Lloyd, Kia Stokes, Aja Wilson, Jackie Young. Okay, grand. This isn't in order. This isn't in order. Anyway. I don't know why. But, how will Jewel Lloyd fit in Vegas? Like, they've lost a lot of players. Tiffany Hayes is by far their biggest loss. Like, they replaced Tiffany Hayes. They lost Tiffany Hayes and got Dana Evans. Like, that's basically it. They lost Kelsey Plum and downgraded to Jewel Lloyd. They lost Tiffany Hayes, who is exceptional, who might be an all-star, and got Dana Evans in, who's fine. Who's a fine bench player. Better than they treated her in Chicago, but fine. I'm trying to get who else is there. Who else did they bring in? They brought in like Liz Kitley, who's healthy this year. Like, that's not really gonna make much of a difference. But yeah, they haven't gotten anything else crazy wrong. Kelsey Plum, Odyssey Sims, Rakia Jackson, Azure, Diarca Hamby might be the starting lineup. This might actually be it. Vegas also waiting the return of Cameron Brink, who's still making way back from an ACL. Yep. But it is okay. We're looking at this. Somebody edited this article. It's about time. It's about time someone edited this article. And like, first of all, it literally just says questions projected starting lineups. Like, who will usher the Mercury? That is an actual question. What kind of impact will Plum have? Yeah, so like, it's a weird thing with all this is that like people wrote bits and pieces. I wonder who wrote the Chicago Sky thing initially. I don't believe anyone wrote that Haley Van Lit's going to start. But the Mystics starting Georgia Amore. Why do people think Georgia Amore is going to start for the Mystics? Like, why is that just a given that Georgia Amore is going to start? So let's look at the Washington Mystics team. Let's look at the Washington Mystics team. So they have a 5'3.5" point guard in Georgia Amore. And again, I might be generous. Like, saying 5'3.5" might actually be generous for Georgia Amore. So they have a 5'3.5" point guard in Amore, who is Australian and did not make the Australian national team and is 24 years old. However, there is a 22-year-old by the name of Jade Melbourne, who is 22, not 24, 22, who is 6 foot tall, the starting point guard for the Australian national team, and last season, oh yeah, she didn't have the greatest start to the season. But if you're looking at how she did by the end of the year, like, she had a huge game. Like, she started off the season really poorly and then had a 21-point game against the Liberty. And then by the end of the season, she was getting like legit decent minutes. 6, 5, 0, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And they're winning these games, by the way. Like, they're winning these games. And she's coming in 15, 17 minutes. And that was playing behind Julie Van Loo, Brittany Sykes, all of these players. Like, they're projecting. Like, I think it's a near certainty she's going to start. And also, Sonia Citron over Engstler. I don't know about that, but one of them might start. But yeah, I would assume Aaliyah Edwards and Shakira Austin are going to play together. And depending, they might just say, you know what, we don't care that you can't reshoot shoot the three ball. We think you're a small forward, and Kiki or Yafen. And I actually don't think that that's the worst logic in the world, saying, Kiki, we're going to try to turn you into a small forward. You're playing on the wing. Aaliyah Edwards, you guys are playing a 3-4 combo. But I just don't understand why any team would start Georgia Amore. She's 5'3.5". Like she's tiny. She is absolutely tiny. Skylar Diggins-Smith, Alicia Clark, Gabby Williams, Neka Wumike, Ezzy Magboy. Yeah, I'd say this is likely the starting lineup for the Seattle Storm, especially after Jordan Horston's injury. What will Williams provide over a full season? I mean, that's the question they've asked there. For the Mystics, how big a role will the 3 first-round picks play? I think Citron's might start. One of them's gonna start. Amore about a fellow Aussie, Jay Melbourne at point guard. Possibility of Sykes sliding over from the wing to Mystics start a bigger lineup. Meanwhile, Kiki Fenn is competing with Edwards and veteran Steph Dolson. Oh, Steph Dolson's coming off the bench. They might actually, if they're looking to win, I don't know if they're looking to win. If they're looking to win, they might actually slide Leah Edwards down and start Dolson and Shakira Austin. Because in fairness, Leah Edwards looked like she shoot a bit unrivaled, and Dolson's lights out. So you can get away with that because she's athletic. You could actually get away with that if you're Washington. They're an interesting... Like, they're way better than people expect. I know they're trying to tank, but they're way better than people think. I'm going to be honest. They are way better. The Seattle Storm. What will Williams provide? The Storm or the Storm. Let's be real. And also, does Alicia Clark start over? I was going to say, does she start over a healthy Alexi Brown? I don't think so. The Mercury starting lineup. Oh my God. There is no way they start with Celeste Taylor. There is no way the Mercury start the season with Celeste Taylor on the court. There's no way. There's no way. I don't even care who these players are. Like, they'll find some way to make it work. Like, who do they have starting center? Alyssa Thomas. So Alyssa Thomas is playing center. Satu might be playing center. Natasha Mack is way better than Celeste Taylor. Like, they might start. Kalani Brown is 6'7". Like, Wickham will start. Wickham's 100% going to start. The other 4 is fine, but like Celeste Taylor. Celeste Taylor averaged 0.5 points per game last year and can't shoot. She straight up cannot shoot. How did she get on Australia, actually? How did she get on there? There is no way Celeste Taylor is starting. Like, that is literally... This is... Whoever wrote this... And by the way, I do not think... Andrew, is this the same person? This is the same person that did the Sky. Is it? It is. I'm convinced he does not know anything. I am absolutely convinced. Celeste Taylor, 10 points in Australia. She's not starting. But anyway, see you guys.